Guys, I just want to say thanks a lot for joining today. It's a bit of a test run. We have a couple of yoga sessions coming in tomorrow and next week with a couple of our sponsorship groups. So we're expecting actually a couple of 100 people. So thanks for being a part of this sort of semi warm up. Of course, why are we doing this? We're a nonprofit. We always need funds, obviously. It's a bit of a weird time right now because everybody's on lockdown, and how WOOF Project actually makes its funding is 80% comes through our adoption fees. So as you can imagine, the fact that we're still doing a few adoptions, but because we aren't doing our pop-up, it just means that we're losing that revenue, and we still have, obviously fixed costs for every month. So things like this really add up and really make a difference. And, so as far as why this is, I just want to say thank you for being a part of it. And it's free, so you can have a lot of fun and you can do some really weird moves. But if you'd like to donate, the links are on the right-hand side in the chat box. So it doesn't matter where your money is. We have a way for you to make a donation. And they are the 3 ways. But as I was mentioning before we started this, WOOF Project is still very active. We have daily communication with our main kill shelters. They are struggling at the moment, but we're doing whatever we can to assist with posting their dogs and obviously getting some applications in. And so I just want to say thanks a lot for being a part of it. And then I think just to also mention, as I say, a big thank you to Leanne, because Leanne's actually really involved. Besides the fact she's got 2 adopted dogs, which you'll see in the yoga session, she's actually does a number of yoga sessions for a number of organizations, and I'm not too sure how much she's actually helped them raise, but she's really made a big difference. And she actually reached out to us, and we said we would love to collaborate. So I just want to say, for anyone that wants to do yoga, find Leanne. It's always great to align with people that really give back and are in line with their actual practice. So Leanne, on behalf of myself and the shelter dogs who try to help, and the people that are going to enjoy the class today, I want to just thank you for your time. And before I start crying and bring out the Kleenex and then going on about how much the shelters need us right now, I think we can get started. And I don't know if there's any questions that anybody wants to fire before we start. Is everybody set up and ready to rock and roll?
I think so.
Cool. Okay. The other thing I just wanted to mention, because Leanne said, how am I going to, do I know yoga? So we pulled some of the shelter dogs out that I sort of mentioned, and I also have about 22 dogs that I'm overseeing on the property. So I'm not going to join the whole class, but I'm still around and I'm still going to be popping in. But the reason is as I say, we have limited staff, and I just have to make sure that there's no dog noises going on in the background. So just bear with me on that. I'm still here, and I just appreciate you all being a part of it. Cool, Leanne, over to you. Rock and roll.
Thanks, Joanne. I don't see the links for where to make donations on the chat.
So it's on my side. Maybe let me just see if I can just post it again to everyone. Hold on, I'll just redo it.
Cool.
Okay. I had to press enter.
Yes, that helps. Okay, so I'm going to mute everyone. Okay. Welcome, everybody. How many of you have not done yoga before? How many of you got dragged along to join by their girlfriends or their wives, or possibly the other way around, boyfriends? I always find at these events, usually we hold them at the ballpark, there's a bunch of people that get dragged across just because they love dogs and they want to support the event. So before we get started, I want to introduce my 2. This is Shanti. She came to me as a little foster. It was the size of my hand, and she's just stayed. And this one here is Wolf. When I got him, he was a little mangy mutt, scared of everything. In a few months of foster and eventually adoption, he's become the sweetest little snuggle bug, except for when Shanti tries to steal his treat. So yeah, I think it's really important, the difference we can make in an animal's life by helping out shelters. So let's start. Come into what we call child's pose. Bring your big toes, your heels to touch. If you've just eaten or within the last 2 hours, have your knees out to the side. Reach your arms forward and let your forehead rest on the mat. And get your furry friends to join in this morning. One thing I found, I teach yoga pretty much every single day, twice a day. Whenever my yoga mat comes out, my dogs decide they want to be part of the practice as well. Breathe here. Really feeling into your body. Extend the arms forward. Get that beautiful stretch through the side ribs. And really use this time to connect to your breath. With each inhalation, feel the expansion of your lungs. And with each exhalation, can you let go of anything that no longer serves you? Deep breaths. And if you have an intention, what brought you to your mat today, please breathe that into your mind's eye. And when you're ready to move, gently roll your forehead from the left to the right, massaging the forehead, the third eye, on the ground beneath you. And come back to stillness. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. And exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Level off your shoulders. Level off your hips there. Get this beautiful opening through your left ribs, your left armpit, and your left lung. Deep breaths here. Releasing any fascial tissue buildup or stiffness in the left side of the body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, walk yourself back through center. Lengthen. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Maybe the belly presses on the left thigh. Grounding both palms. Breathing space into your right lung. That right arm. Allow the outsides of your armpits to rotate down towards the earth. So get some space between your shoulder blades. Take one more breath here. Exhale completely. Inhale, come back through center. Find your child's pose. Exhale, soft. And on your next inhale, round forward. Come to a tabletop shape with your spine. Your shoulders are above your wrists. Spread your fingers wide, and the four corners of your hands root into the earth. Feeding these first knuckles, creating a little bit of a dome, an energetic lock in the palm of the hand. We call this Hasta Bandha. The fingerprints press into the mat. Your knees are underneath your hips, and let's go through 3 rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, lower your belly, spread through your collarbones, peel your ears back and look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, tuck your chin, look towards your belly button. Press your spine up to the sky. Inhale for cow, lower the belly. Spread through the collarbones. Exhale, tuck your chin, round forward. Cat. Imagine you're Garfield or one of Oscar's arcs. Cat's looking for a home, wanting a scratch on their spine. One more, inhale for cow. This time, tuck your toes. And exhale, cat. Press your sit bones back towards your heels. And inhale, roll up your spine. So we're really stretching into the necks of the toes. How often do we spend time stretching out the feet? Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Rotate the left hand towards your chest. So you can interlace all 10 fingers. And on the exhale, you're going to press your palms forward. Spread through the shoulder girdle. Get this rounding action of the spine. Spine is in full flexion here. And as you inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Stretching out through the side ribs. And as you exhale, reach your arms back, biceps behind ears. Spine is now in full extension. Opening up the front line of the body, releasing fascial tissue at the front. Inhale, come back up to your knees. Untuck your toes, tops of the feet to the mat, hands to prayer. You're going to do the same thing. This time it's the right fingers to your chest, interlace all 10 fingers. Press your palms forward, round through your spine. So if your shoulders are visiting your ears, remember we're still practicing social distancing. Slide the back of the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the hands just underneath your shoulders. I'm going to give you a few options here. Option one is I just lift my knees. Ladies, especially if you spend a lot of time, obviously not now, but in the normal world, wearing high heels. Great way to stretch out the fronts of your feet. If this is enough, stay here. If you want more, you're going to bring your hands to Anjani Mudra, your hands to prayer in front of the heart. Lifting the knees. Feel this beautiful stretch of the tops of your feet, possibly even your shins. Take one more breath here. Lift the corners of the mouth, it's not that bad. Exhale, release the knees down. If you have to move around a few dots, go for it. Inhale, reach your arms up, touch the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, puppy's pose. Your hips are above your knees and you're reaching your arms forward. Maybe you've got a dog in the way. You can give them a little belly rub. Sinking your heart or your chest to the mat. It's not quite child's pose. The sit bones aren't going back. They're directly above the knees. Getting this beautiful deep stretch through the armpits. This release of the shoulders. The closer you can get your chest to the mat, the better. If your dog's in the way, just let them be there. They think it's holiday time. Breathe. You're gonna have to move my okay. Maybe you could decide to move them because it's time. And if this feels like torture for you, don't worry. That's pretty much most of us. It means you're doing it right. Keep breathing. Tuck your toes. And on the next inhale, rock yourself forward to a forearm plank. Have a look at your arms. Make sure your forearms are a number 11. So we don't want this V shape. We want the elbows and to align to the wrists. Press up through your shoulder girdles. So don't let the shoulders visit one another. There's still social distancing here. Press up through the shoulders. Tilt the pubic bone forward. Tuck your lower ribs towards your spine. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Extend your heels back for 3. Take a nice deep breath in for 2. Exhale completely. Lower your hips down, Sphinx pose. Shoulders above elbows. Inhale, pull the heart through the elbows. Spread through the collarbones and bring your gaze to the sky. Sphinx pose. All 10 toenails press into the mat. Activate your quadricep muscles by pulling the kneecaps up. So your knees might leave the mat here. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Elbows towards one another. Inhale, push yourself up to a high plank. And exhale, press your hips back, downward facing dog. So for a lot of us, our knees are going to be relatively bent. The heels lifted. Notice your shoulders lifting towards your ears. Can you rotate your outer armpits down, this broadening through the shoulder girdles? Let your head be heavy. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Let's bring some movement. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Look up underneath your right arm. And exhale, come back to center, bend both knees. Inhale, straighten out your left leg. Extend the heels towards the mat. Gaze underneath left arm. Exhale, come back to stillness. Bend your knees, press your belly to your thighs, look forward. Inhale, pulse forward, find your high plank pose. Exhale, hanging cobra. Your shoulders are directly above your wrists. Ears aren't visiting shoulders. The shoulders are melting down the spine, gaze to the sky. Opening up front line of the body, take one more breath here. Find your way back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, raise your right foot. Lift up onto the ball of your left foot. Exhale, bring your right, your right knee to your nose using core. Step your right foot between your hands. If you're anything like me, when I first started yoga, your right foot's going to land somewhere there. Right hand finds the back of the right calf, pull it through. Lower your left knee to the mat. Inhale up, you come for Anjayasana. And exhale, sink. Feel this beautiful opening to the front of your left hip flexor. With each inhale, get some height. And with each exhale, soften into the shape. So activate your core, tuck the tailbone slightly, and reach your arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist, take a lateral twist to the right. Reach that right arm back, left arm forward. Breathe. Easy twist. Lower the left hand to the mat. Raise your right fingertips to the sky. Float your left knee. Left shoulder away from the ear. Take one more breath here. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee. Straighten out your right leg. Skandasana to the back. For some of you, you might be a lot higher. You might be here, and this is perfect. Bend right knee. Find your low lunge to the front. Place your hand. Step your right foot back. Three-legged dog. Downward facing. Inhale, pulse forward. Find your high plank pose. Hanging cobra on the X. Let the hips lower. Keep the toes tucked. Gaze to the sky. High plank coming in. Downward facing on the X. Bring your feet towards one another. Inhale, raise your left foot, three-legged. Exhale, bring your left knee to touch your nose. Press up through shoulders. Left foot between the hands. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, come up, Anjayasana. And exhale, sink. Feel this opening in the front of your right hip flexor. Take one more deep breath here. Twist to the left. Gaze toward your left thumb. For some of you, you're going to come a little bit higher here. So nice deep breath in. Release. Right hand to the mat. Float your right knee. Easy twist. Spread through your shoulders. Imagine you're trying to touch both sides of the room and scissor your hips together. Take one more breath. Skandasana to the back of your mat on the X. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're sinking low down, depending on how open your hips are. Low lunge to the front. Ground into the left foot. Right foot meets left. Knees are bent. Ardha Uttanasana on the in, hands to shins. Spine parallel to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hold. Can you slide your hands to the back of your calf? Tuck your chins. Forehead to shins. And maybe you work with straightening and then bending the knees. Opening up the backs of those hamstrings. And when you find your edge, you're going to soften here for one more breath. Exhale, release your hands, bend your knees a lot, and roll up your spine. Stacking each vertebra, one at a time. It's a nice big shoulder loop up, back, and down. Inhale, reach your arms up wide, gather the energy around you, reach them up, high mountain pose. Exhale, twist to the left. Reach, bring that left hip forward. High mountain on the in. Exhale, twist over to the right. Breathe, expand. Reach it up, high mountain. Exhale, bend your knees. Squeeze your glutes together, send your hips forward. Whilst you cactus out your arms in this beautiful stretch to your pectoral muscles. High mountain on the in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Maybe your knees are bent, but swan dive forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana on the in. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Step your right foot back. Rotate your toes out 45 degrees. So we're setting up for pyramid pose. There is feet are on separate tracks. Now pull your right hip forward, your left hip back. For some of you, you're going to have your hands on blocks. For others, your fingertips will be on the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Straighten out the left leg. Exhale, fold. I'm looking for a straight spine here. So rather than this rounding in my forehead to my shin, this is kind of pointless. I want this lengthening. Lead with your heart. Breathe. Especially if you have your puppy in front of you, extend your heart towards the dog. And exhale, soften. Feel this beautiful opening through the back of that left hamstring, that left glute. Take one more breath here. Soften on your exhale. Slowly turn this into a warrior one. Keep your feet as you are. Bend that left knee. Bring your hands to your hips and come up. So level your hips off. That right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Don't worry, I'm fully aware that most of us don't have the flexibility in our hips. In which case, we're going to lift that right heel slightly. Make sure you're not collapsing too much in lumbar spine. Tilt the ribs back towards your spine and inhale, reach your arms up. Find your warrior one shape. Melting the shoulders down the back of the spine. Maybe you tilt your gaze back and you bring your gaze towards your thumb. Advancing yogis, you're going to bring your palms together here. Stay with me, I know it's strong. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, hands through prayer. Heart forward, interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Left shoulder to the inside of the left thigh. Find your humble warrior pose. Send those arms back behind you. Bend that left knee, crown of the head melts towards the mat. Take one more full breath here. Exhale completely. Inhale, release your right hand down, lift your right heel. Raise your left, easy twist. Skandasana to the back. Low lunge to the front. Place your hands, step your left foot back, three-legged dog. To downward facing dog. Inhale, pulse forward, find your high plank. Exhale, hanging cobra, shoulders above wrist, gaze to the sky. Inhale, find your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Make it your journey, bend your knees. Look forward, walk, step or float. Feet between hands. Ardha Uttanasana on the in. Fold on the exhale. Ardha on the in. This time, place your hands and step your left foot back. 45-degree angle between the heels. Hands underneath your shoulders. Scissor those hips together, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Lengthen with your heart, straighten out your spine. Get that opening at the back of your right glute, your right hamstring. Keep your core active and engaged here and ground into both feet equally. Bend the right knee, bring your hands to your hips, level those hips off. And on the in-breath, reach your arms up. Warrior one. Lengthen, touch the sky above. And exhale, hands through prayer. Find the opposite or unnatural interlace of the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of the right thigh. Crown of the head melts towards the left. Bend your right knee. Breathe. Bow the head to the heart as you soften. Release the hands, lift the left heel, ground the right. The left hand, raise your right. Easy twist. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Find your low lunge on the end. Step the right foot back, three-legged dog. To downward facing dog. Inhale, pulse forward, high plank. Exhale, hanging cobra. High plank on the in. Downward facing dog on the X. Bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, float. Feet between your hands. Ardha Uttanasana. Fold. Bend your knees a lot, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, come up for Utkatasana. Make sure there's a slight gap between your knees, really working into those quadricep muscles. Tuck the tailbone and sink. You want to be able to see your toes in front of your knees, so the weight's in the heels. Sink it down, reach the arms up. Nice full breath in. Exhale, hands to pray. Weight into the left foot, bring your right knee to chest. And as you exhale, keep the hands in Anjali Mudra, extend your right heel back. Warrior three variation. Right toes point down, rotate that right inner thigh to the sky. And on the exhale, bend your left knee, ground the ball of your right foot, high crescent lunge. Exhale, revolve crescent. Gaze towards your left thumb. Take a deep breath in. Easy twist. To Skandasana at the back of your mat. Low lunge on the in. Three-legged dog on the X. Take a deep breath in. Pulse it forward, left knee to nose, touch. Inhale, open up the hip, but square up your shoulders, so lower that left shoulder down. Exhale, left knee, left bicep, touch. Inhale, send it back to three-legged. Knee to nose, step your left foot between your hands. Come up for high crescent on the in. Open up warrior two on the X. So it's heel to heel alignment if you're new. If you're advancing, left heel aligns with the dome in your right foot. Shoulders are over the hips. Gaze over left fingertips. Flip your palm. Reverse your warrior on the in. Extended side angle on the X. Newbies, it's your left forearm to the left thigh. As you reach your right fingertips across, breathe, stack those shoulders. Rainbow warrior, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, and it's as though you present into the back of your room. High crescent on the in. Hands through prayer, fold on the X. Bring your weight into your left foot. Rock your weight forward. Rock your chest forward, standing splits. So be mindful that we're not opening into the hips. Square those hips off. Rotate the inner thighs towards one another. Weight into the left foot. Bend your right knee. Your knees meet. It's like bend in that left knee. Inhale, right knee to chest. Oops, don't copy me. I'm falling. Find your standing Windruga. Exhale, release. Feet together, bend the knees. Utkatasana on the in. Find your chair pose. Sink it down. Breathe. I know it's strong. Stay with me here. Hands to prayer. Bring your weight into your right foot. Left knee to chest. Exhale, left heel to bump. Find your airplane with hands to prayer. Rotate that left outer thigh to the mat, keep the toes tucked. Inhale, come up high, crescent lunge. Maybe there's a bend in that left knee. Exhale, revolve, crescent, look over your right thumb. Full breath here. Easy twist. Stack the shoulders. Reach the hands away from one another. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Low lunge to the front. Place your hands on either side of your right foot. Inhale, raise your right foot. Three-legged dog. Exhale, pulse forward. Right knee to nose touch. Inhale, open the hips, square off the shoulders. Exhale, right knee, right bicep touch. Building strength into the core, into those hips. Inhale, send your left foot back, three-legged. Exhale, left knee to nose, press up through the shoulders. Step your right knee to nose. Right foot between your hands, high crescent. High crescent opens up, warrior two. Generous bend in this right knee is above the heel, is a 90-degree angle. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left fingertips forward. Breathe, get this lengthening through the whole left side of the body. And on the next exhale, rainbow warrior, straighten out your right leg, bend your left knee, reach your arms back. High crescent on the in. Hands through prayer on the X. Hands stay in prayer, weight into your right foot. Release your hands, standing splits. Left knee meets right. Weight into your right foot. Bring your left knee to chest. Find your standing wind removing hold. Release. Bend your knees. Utkatasana on the in. Exhale, sink down even lower. Round through your spine. Reach your fingertips forward. Maybe you split your knees and your bums down to the mat. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet touch, knees out to the side. Spend a moment here lengthening through your spine. Spreading through your collarbones. Feel how your heart rate has changed. The difference in your body between now and when you started. And on the exhale, you can place your right hand behind you, ground the left foot in the mat, knee above heel. Press that left foot into the mat as you reach your left arm back. Mini stargazer. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, switch that left arm across, come to a seat. Left hand behind you, left knee down, raise your right leg. Lift the hips. Reach your right arm back. Full breath in. And exhale, release. Soles of the feet touch. Interlace all 10 fingers. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Lead with your heart, so straight spine. Heart forward. Breathe. It helps to have a dog sit on your feet, give you some weight here, or even sit on your knees. Maybe even give you a little bit of a clean of the face. Take one more breath here. Soften completely. Inhale up you come. Bring your hands underneath your thighs. Feet hip width apart. Squeeze your palms together. And round through your spine for the count of 5. Strong core here. Keep those feet pressing into the mat. 4. 3. You should be halfway down now. This is where we enter the strong part on the core. 2. Keep those feet pressing down. 1.5. 1. All the way down. Bend your knees into your chest here. Give yourself a little bit of a well-deserved hug. And exhale. Let's prepare for some core. Interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Behind your head, I should say. Inhale, extend your heels. Lift the chest, lift the hips. Magnetize your belly to your spine. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Moving slowly, keep rotating inner thigh back. Inhale, lift. Lift hips, lift shoulders. Exhale, lower your left leg down, rotate that inner thigh towards the mat. Inhale, lift. Lift hips, lift shoulders, magnetize belly to spine. Exhale, lower both legs down at the same time. Hover your feet, hold. If you want more, you can reach your arms back. Exhale, knees to chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. I'm going to make you work for your Shavasana. Release the back of the head to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms back, your feet forward. Get that stretch. Hook your thumbs, palms face up. Exhale, knees to chest. Round. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Reach, lengthen, get that core active and engaged. Exhale, knees to chest. 2 to go. And for those of you wondering, why am I doing so much core work? This is yoga. The importance of a strong core gives you a nice strong spine. The spine supports the body. All of those neural pathways that run alongside it. 1 more round. BKS Iyengar says a strong, healthy spine means a long, happy life. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees into chest. Well done. Slide your hands towards your ankles. Place your feet hip width apart. Now walk your shoulder blades together. You're going to press your knees forward as you float your hips and find your bridge. Really press your feet into the mat. Lift the chest towards the chin. Breathe here. Lengthen. Open the whole front line of the body. And exhale. Release. Roll down your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Extend your arms out into a capital T shape. Knees together, the feet the width of your mat. And on the next exhale, keep your feet as you are, lower your knees to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale, come back through center. So if you're feeling a little bit niggly in your lumbar spine, you can keep your knees together. This helps flatten the spine out. If you want to take your Shavasana in Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet touching, knees out to the side, you're welcome to take that. And if you want to take traditional Shavasana, feet out wide, arms up wide. Take a nice, deep, expansive breath into those lungs. And extending the exhalation longer than the inhale. What we do here is we're connecting to our parasympathetic nervous system. Automatically calming the body. Equal amounts of blood and oxygen are being pulsed to all of the organs. Let the body melt into your mat. Letting go of judgment of the practice, of what your body looks like, of the shapes you put yourself in. And bringing back to your mind's eye the intention you set as you prepared for this class. Really let your body rest here. And slowly start to bring some movement back by rolling the fingers over the thumbs, wiggling out your toes. Gently roll your head from left to right. Inhale, reach your arms back behind you. Point your toes. Nice full body stretch. And exhale, bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a well-deserved hug. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bringing your hands to Anjani Mudra in front of your heart. Please bow the knowledge of your mind to the wisdom of your heart. I thank you all for your practice this afternoon, for joining us with Oscar's Arc in this virtual space. May you have a beautiful Thursday going forward. Namaste. Well done, everybody. We thank you for your practice.